we get hit with a double whammy on this dog day in August. Yes, after the George Niang and 2 second-round picks that got sent to Utah for rookie RJ Lewis, a new deal has come up. Yes, this deal is not a trade, but Chris Boucher, the switch big, the man who was an incredible story, who was he went to the community college as like a 20-year-old, then ended up going to Oregon, was on that Golden State Warriors team, like I think on like a 2-way or a regular contract, gets a championship, then goes to the Raptors, also gets a championship. So what a great story. And now he's going to be joining the Boston Celtics. So before we start today's video, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this addition? Why? For me, I think it works perfectly for what Boston is doing. This is the type of guy that they could flip at the deadline. Some team is going to be like, we need a Chris Boucher. And he's been handcuffed the last several years in Toronto. This was someone who was in the 6th Man of the Year race, actually as like a top 3 candidate a few seasons ago. So him being on a 1-year deal, it was done between Rock Nation Sports, Sam Permit, and the Celtics. So to me, this is a guy where he's the all-time franchise record in points, rebounds, blocks, minutes, and games played off the bench. He was the last remaining Raptor from the championship team. So to me, I really like this, and he's going to probably be their starting power forward. Because about right now, their starting power forward was George Niang. Well, George Niang is no longer there. And obviously, Jason Tatum being out, they have Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Baylor Shireman, Mr. Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, and just a plethora of guys that I think with Chris Boucher kind of being like their defensive stalwarts, because Neemias Queta, Luka Garza really make up their center rotation currently, as this is a team that they did these moves to get below the second apron. And now that they're only $1.7 million away from the first apron, this is a low bargain move that's going to help out Derek White if they keep Anthony Simons. Hugo Gonzalez, Xavier Tillman was the other big I forgot about. Josh Minot and Jordan Walsh. They have Max Shulga and Miles Norris on 2 ways, but all in all, a solid squad. And for me, the way that it's shaping up to be, I think this was a really good move by Mr. Brad Stevens, who continues to show that he's maybe a better GM than he was coach. I kid, but seriously, he's a guy who's done a great job of putting pieces together, working around the margins with what he had at his disposal. So that's where I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. If you've been following along, what are your thoughts? If you made it to the end of the video, do you think, as I said, Mr. Chris Boucher might be the starting center, or not center, my apology, power forward on this team? He's a little too skinny to play center full time, but he's a legit guy who could play minutes for this team, and I sincerely like the idea of him. So that's going to be where I leave this video, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. Bye.